What's going on, YouTube? I am Chris6, and I'm coming at you guys with tonight's Extreme Rules results from Sunday. Sunday. So we're going to get right on into that, and we'll start off with the pre-show, and that's where we're going to kick it off with the results. For the first pre-show match, we end up having Cien Almas versus Sin Cara, and Cien Almas actually picked up the win over Sin Cara. It was a pretty decent match. I don't know. I'm not big into the pre-shows usually, but I decided to stick around for this one because I heard about the second match, which was the tables match with the New Day and Sanity. And now for the second match of the night, for the pre-show, New Day and Sanity end up doing a tables match. Now, Sanity end up picking up the win, putting Kofi Kingston through the table outside the ring. It was also announced tonight that Hulk Hogan is re-signing a contract with WWE. He was backstage during Extreme Rules, mingling with the other superstars. They've just reinstated him as a WWE Hall of Famer. Not sure if things have been reinstated on the network, but I'm sure they have been. I'm sure they're there where you can find Hogan's matches and looking him up and whatnot. Now for match one of the main show, it was the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus the B Team. Now the B Team end up picking up the win over Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, making them the new Raw Tag Team Champions. It was announced tonight by Kurt Angle that Brock Lesnar needs to either show up tomorrow night on Raw, give a statement on when the next title defense is going to be, or Kurt Angle is stripping him of the Universal Championship. The next match that we end up having was Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin, and Finn Balor picked up the win over Baron Corbin. That was a pretty decent match, too. Really did enjoy the Balor-Corbin match. After the match, we end up going backstage, and the Bludgeon Brothers are trying their attempt to take out Team Hell No before their match tonight, and I think they were almost pretty damn successful at it, if you say so myself. The next match that we end up having was the Smackdown Women's Championship match versus Asuka versus Carmella, with James Ellsworth hoisted in a shark cage above. Now, when the match first started off, I noted that the shark cage was not up very high whatsoever. It was down pretty low. I've got to move. There we go. The shark cage was down pretty damn low, and I already knew something fishy and suspicious was going on, but James Ellsworth tried to escape the shark cage at one point after throwing down a few weapons into the ring and whatnot, and he got his foot caught. Asuka ended up taking it out on him, the fact of the distraction the first time for her first championship match and her loss to Carmella about 4 weeks ago. Now, James Ellsworth caused the distraction yet again, and Carmella retains as your SmackDown Women's Champion. For the next match, we end up having the United States Championship match, and that was Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, before the bell even rang, Shinsuke came out and he ended up delivering a low blow to Jeff Hardy while the ref had his back turned. The bell ended up ringing after the ref had asked Jeff if he was ready to continue. The Kinshasa was delivered, and at 1, 2, 3, it wasn't that long. Maybe the match was about 7-8 seconds long, if that. Your new United States champion is Shinsuke Nakamura. Randy Orton ended up coming out after being absent for a couple months, stared down Nakamura, and delivered a stomp to the groin of Jeff Hardy before walking back out of the arena. The next match we end up having was the Braun Strowman-Kevin Owens steel cage match. Now, Kevin Owens technically won this. Braun Strowman was handcuffed to the top rope, and he snapped the handcuffs, climbed up on top of the steel cage where Kevin Owens was trying to climb over, picked Kevin Owens straight up, and one arm chucked him off of the top of the steel cage through the announcer's table, and so he technically won because his feet hit first, but Braun don't give a shit, so it is what it is. That's what happens, I guess, when you're Braun Strowman. The next match that we end up having was the Smackdown Tag Team Championships match, and the Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No. Now, it started out as Daniel Bryan was the only one out there trying to make work with what he had against the Bludgeon Brothers. Kane did come back out there after the attempt that they got taken out earlier, where Kane got a mallet, a Bludgeon Brothers mallet smashed to the kneecap. Excuse me. But Team Hell No end up losing. Bludgeon Brothers retain. They are still your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The next match that we end up having was Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. Bobby Lashley picked up the win over Roman. The next match that we end up having was the Raw Women's Championship match. Yeah, that's what it was. It was Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. She had Mickie James in her corner. Nia Jax had Natalya in her corner. Ronda Rousey was sitting there out in the crowd. Ronda Rousey ended up coming in at one point and pretty much trying to lay waste to everybody, but causing more of a distraction. Mickie James ended up helping Alexa Bliss in the win against Nia Jax, and Alexa Bliss retains as the Raw Women's Champion. The next match that we end up having was the WWE Championship match, your SmackDown Championship match, AJ Styles versus Rusev, and AJ Styles picked up the win over Rusev. Very, very, very nice match. I enjoyed every bit of that one. Looked forward to that one. It was good. Did not disappoint. For the last match of the night, it was the 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental Championship. It was Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins was tied at the end of the 30 minutes, declaring that Dolph Ziggler was the champion. Now, Kurt Angle come out and he restarted the match, and Dolph Ziggler still picked up that extra pinfall, and he still retained the championship. So, Dolph Ziggler is still your Intercontinental Champion. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, favorite, follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Go on over to Baby Dannyland and hit that subscribe button. Go on over to Scotty Pockets Game. Make sure you guys subscribe to him. Go on over to our other channel, Happy Accents, and subscribe to that. We're going to be having content coming across all three of our channels, and Scotty Pockets Gaming has content coming out almost every day, so be sure to check with him. Also, love, peace, chicken grease. Be kind to one another. Create, not hate. Burn.